Graduates, you may be seated. Good morning, everyone, and welcome, friends, family, and staff, to the 2025 South Plainfield High School graduation ceremony. To begin, I'd like to welcome and thank Dr. Tansey, our superintendent, and Board of Education members President Mr. Cassio, Mr. Chapman, Mrs. Miller, Mr. Sesselberg, Mr. Panisi, Mr. Espin, Mr. Pender, and council people, Mr. White and Mrs. Faustini. Thank you for attending today. At this time, I'd like to welcome select members of our senior class who are in the chamber choir who will come forward to sing the national anthem. At this time, I would like to present the South Plainfield High School Band with Mr. Howout conducting our alma mater, Hail to Thee. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite any members of our armed services or first responders who are present today to stand and be recognized for their service. You are truly heroes. As I would now like to welcome any members of the class of 2025 who will join you, who have committed to entering the armed services. So to stand as we gratefully acknowledge your bravery and commitment to serve our country and fellow Americans. Please rise. This graduation is a culmination of a lifelong journey that was helped to make possible by an outstanding team of teachers, administrators, support staff members, secretaries, and other school staff. However, graduates, the most important part of your team is and always will be your parents, your guardians, and your family members. Class of 2025, please join me in saying thank you with a round of applause for your parents, guardians, family members, for all the love and support that helped you on your path to be the future leaders of the community and world. Now, we are so grateful to have such a diverse and eclectic student body, all of whom are passionate and ready to enter the world to take on their next challenge. As students come to the microphone this morning, please know that it's their words and they are not of their own and should not be seen have been endorsed by the South Plainfield School District. Just as you and I are all here to have different perspectives, so do they, and their speeches represents their own individual viewpoints. Class of 2025, you have earned the right to sit here in front of myself and my colleagues as graduates of South Plainfield High School, where I'm also an alumni. As you progress through life, you will continue to find that something earned holds a far greater value than something that's given. Set your goals in life and go earn your success. Turn the things you should do to achieve your goals into things you must do. Go out and be courageous, be relentless. Do not be denied. You may stumble along the way, but do not let it deter your resolve. Like Dr. Seuss had taught us, nobody said it would be easy, but they just promised it would be worth it. Enjoy the remainder of this ceremony. You earned it. Go Tigers! I'd now like to introduce to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Noreen Tansey.
Thank you, Mr. Piscolo. Welcome, graduates, dignitaries, family, and friends to this wonderful and joyous event. This is a day for celebrating your accomplishments, a new beginning, the start of the rest of your life. This is big. I'm not sure you realize how big this milestone is, but it really is a game changer. Now is the time you will begin to explore what life has to offer in college, in the military, the workforce, wherever you land. Your eyes will be opened to a whole new world. Take it in. The world is an amazing place. Believe me, the world has a lot of problems, but it truly is an amazing place. When you leave here today, you will no longer be high school students. You will be high school graduates who are starting to make your way in life, in whatever way you feel fits exactly who you are. When all of us sitting up here on the platform begin working on our speeches for graduation, we look for some poignant words or a quote that might inspire you. But today, I thought I would take a moment to share a personal story with you. A story about my father, an immigrant to this country. My father came to the United States from Ireland, Elizabeth, New Jersey, to be exact, in 1958. With a few dollars in his pocket, a strong work ethic, and an unwavering faith. He met and married my mother, had 2 children, bought a home, and worked for the next 35 years, never missing a day, as a union worker for Local 68. He made sure my sister and I went to school and did our homework, that we never missed Mass, and we always had enough to eat. He helped me pay for college when it was still possible to get a college degree for a few $1,000s, and he was very proud of his family. One afternoon, I went to visit my father. I told him I wanted to go back to school. I wanted to become a teacher. He wasn't very happy with the idea. He said, "Noreen, you have a steady job, you have health insurance, and you can pay your bills. What more do you want?" Now, I understood where he was coming from. After all, for most of his life, he worried about money and worked the same job for decades. But I decided to take the path that was best for me. So I went back to school and I became a teacher. I went back to school again and earned a master's degree, and back one more time for a doctorate, moving up along the way. Now, I'm not telling you this to show you what I've accomplished. I'm sharing this story with you because I want you to understand the importance of taking a chance on yourself. Then one afternoon, a few years ago, when I had more than 20 years in the education system, and my father was well into his 80s, not quite as coherent as he once was, he asked me a question. He asked, "Noreen, are you happy with the life you chose? Are you happy you became a teacher?" And I answered, "Yes, Daddy, I am happy." And what he said to me next will stay with me for the rest of my life. He said, "I'm happy you didn't listen to me. I'm happy you made up your own mind, but you always were stubborn like that. And I'm happy you weren't afraid to leave that job you didn't want." He said, "I wish I had done the same. Who knows where I would have ended up." Now, my father never said what those things were, and my father is no longer here with us. But I think in those few words, he said it all. Believe in yourself. Take the risk. Bet on yourself. Don't regret your decisions. Look at them as opportunities to grow and learn. Another building block in life. Listen to the advice people give you, your family, your friends, and even your adversaries, although they are probably hoping for a different outcome for you. Then make up your own mind. And one day, when you're in your 80s, 90s, or even your hundreds, you can look back and say, "I took that chance. It wasn't always easy, but I did it, and I have no regrets. And yes, I am happy." Congratulations, class of 2025. Now, go out and take that chance.
Thank you, Dr. Tanzi. At this time, I'd like to call to the podium Board of Education Vice President, Mr. Doug Chapman.
Good morning. I had the state circled for a long time. And I'm going to try and hold it together. It's one of the biggest pleasures of my life right now to be standing in front of you and getting the opportunity to speak to you. You know, my friend Mr. Giannakis told me when I first got on the Board of Education that being on the Board of Education is hard. But there's only one thing harder than being on the Board of Education. That's being the child of somebody on the Board of Education. Abel, you handled it with grace and dignity. Mommy and I are so proud of you. Jack, grandmas, grandpas, and great-grandparents up in heaven are so proud of you. The future's bright, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish. Also holding it together today is because I know so many of you out there. I've known you your entire lives, so many of you. I've watched you grow up, and I'm super excited to see what all of you are going to accomplish. There's going to be some great stuff, I know. But the real reason that I got this opportunity to speak to you today is because I have the unique ability to see into the future. And I'm looking at the future right now, and I gotta tell you, I think it looks the best that it has ever looked, and you guys are the difference makers in the world. I've got some good news, some bad news, and some great news for you all. The good news is that you've all accomplished what you needed to accomplish to graduate from high school. That is great news, great job. For some of you, it was an easy trip, and for some of you, it was a grind. For the grinders, way to go, way to stick it through. I'm certain at times you thought you couldn't do it or you weren't going to make it, yet here you are today. You should be super proud of yourselves. Now for the bad news. The bad news is you guys have been given everything, you have obligated to give into in your life. We were obligated to educate you, we were obligated to bring you up to this point in your life. From this point forward, you're on your own. Not necessarily on your own. You have your families and your friends and everybody behind you, but the decisions that you make going forward are your decisions. Please make them wise. Be smart and think your decisions through and seek the guidance of people who you admire and you trust to help you along the way. But now the great news. The great news is there's opportunity out there like has never been seen before. You guys have opportunity to accomplish things and move along in life a lot faster than everybody else previous to you. Technology, the advancements, AI, all of these things are going to be a benefit to you if you use them properly going forward. The greatness that's going to be out there for you is astronomical. Harness it, grab it, and take advantage of it. Up in these stands today, all of you have a parent, parents, a guardian, somebody who raised you, people who love you. Understand that. Everybody up here loves you. I'm going to ask you to please give your parents, guardian, whomever a gift at some point over the summer. What we all really want is some undivided attention, a day or two with you, just doing stuff together. No phones, no technology. You guys don't need to have FOMO if you're missing out on what your friends are doing that day. They just want a couple of days of your time, and I'm sure the parents would really appreciate that. Be an honest person as you go through life. There's a fine line between fiction and nonfiction. Be an honest person. Don't adopt fiction as your narrative to change it to fit your need. Have integrity as you go along. Stand up for what you believe in, but do it politely, do it with grace, and do it with respect for the other person or people that you're addressing when you're doing that. When you go through life and when you're born, all of us are born with a certain amount of talent. You all have a unique ability. Maybe you know what it is, maybe you don't know what it is yet, but everybody has a unique ability. And you're going to take those talents and you're going to work on them and you're going to develop skills. And then after you use those skills and you move on life, you're going to develop wisdom. The wisdom comes from your talents and your skills. It doesn't come immediately. Be patient and let the wisdom develop. As you watch and you look at successful people, please don't try to do what they do. You need to do what they did. You can't start where they are. A doctor walks into the exam room, writes you a prescription after 30 seconds of seeing you. That's because of what they did, not because of what they do. So make sure you do the right things and you do what they did. That'll get you there. Be a leader. The community is always hurting for leaders. Don't be a complainer. That job category is way overfilled, right? There are plenty of complainers out there. Be a leader. Be a solution maker. If you're upset about something and you want to talk about something, that's great. Go ahead. But I took a class where there were 3 former CIA directors giving the class, and they said in the CIA, you can complain about whatever you want, but you better show up with 2 solutions to the problem. Because then you're trying to solve the problem and you're not just a complainer. So if you're going to have an idea and you want to improve something or change something, show up with 2 solutions. They may not work, but at least you're showing up and you're dedicated to do that. Get out there and live a great story. Have your story, your generations after you, your children, your children's children, and so on. Live a great story. Let them be able to stand up and tell people about you, about your life, the adventures that you live, the things that you do, the great things that you did for society. Make sure that you get out there and live a great story. I have 10 2-letter words that were taught to me a long time ago, and I want to share them with you, and I hope that you carry them along with you. They're 2-letter words. It's easy to remember, and it's easy to understand. And they are, if it is to be, it is up to me. Remember that as you go through life. If it is to be, it is up to me. I think if you carry that along, you'll be in a good spot. Now, this is a very enthusiastic and great day. And I am going to ask that we get the enthusiasm riled up in this entire place right now. I am going to say Tigers on 3. And when I do, I want the entire place to please, at the top of your lungs, yell Tigers. Tigers on 3! Tigers on 3! 1, 2, 3, Tigers!
Thank you, Mr. Chapman. At this time, we're moving on to our student speakers. I would like to call our first speaker up to the stage right now, our Student Council President, Ms. Catherine Pfeiffer.
Okay. Good morning, Dr. Tansey, Board of Education members, staff, parents, friends, and especially the class of 2025. My name is Catherine Pfeiffer, and I'm the Student Council President here at SPHS. And every year since 4th grade, the class of 2025 has chosen me to be their class president. And to all of you, I thank you for giving me that ongoing opportunity. I always thought of this moment, being here in front of you all, delivering one final speech on behalf of my class. As I was writing this speech, I didn't want to just stand up here and talk about myself, because it's not just about me. It's about all the students that put in their time, work, and dedication to reach this moment. I want to talk about something that we can all relate to. In my opinion, a feeling we all have today is gratitude. Gratitude is defined as a positive emotion that involves feeling thankful and appreciative for something or someone in one's life. Getting to this position required the aid of many people, which I think is important to recognize all those individuals today. First, I would like to thank the staff at SPHS, Mr. Pascola, teachers, guidance counselors, main office secretaries, nurses, janitorial staff, lunch aides, assistant principals, and every individual behind the scenes that guided and provided us with all the tools we needed to get to this moment. You all made school a safe learning environment for us to thrive in. You left lasting impacts that will stick with us for the rest of our lives. Next, I would like to thank all the parents, families, and guardians. You are our biggest supporters, showing up to games, meetings, performances, and events. You push us to be our best selves and thrive and to strive for greatness. Now to my mom and dad. Thank you for being my biggest supporters. Whether it was getting an A on a test, making a goal in field hockey, winning a state championship, or watching your daughter give a speech at her high school graduation, you've been unbelievably proud of every accomplishment, big and small. It's because of you guys that I get to continue to better myself every day. Now I would like to thank the coaches who supported me and these students outside of school. It is these people that I see our true potential and push us to be the best we can be in all aspects of life. They've taught us hard work, dedication, teamwork, time management, and many more lessons that we will take with us as we enter this new chapter of our lives. I would like to give a special thanks to my coaches, Coach Zerwicki, Coach Moran, Coach Klimchak, and all the track coaches who have seen me at my highs and lows and wanted nothing but the best for me these past 4 years. Next, one of the most important things for us to give is to our friends. It is our friends that make the long school days go by faster, the ones to send you answers in the middle of the night when you forgot to do an assignment, and the people you first picked up to take on a drive when you got your license. I think I can speak for most when I say South Plainfield High School gave many of us friendships that will last a lifetime. Lastly, the most important person we have to thank is ourselves. Yes, it took all these people to help bring us to this moment, but it is you receiving this diploma. Your hard work was not just the past 4 years, but the many years before it as well. From staying up late to turn in an assignment before 11:59, to waking up extra early to get a good parking spot. You did all this work to get to this moment right here. Commend yourselves for your accomplishments, and know that your dedication and time does not go unnoticed. As you step into this new chapter of adulthood and individuality, know that you are prepared. All the people that you show gratitude towards today will be there to support you in your future endeavors. Thank you. I wish you all the best.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to call up to the podium our National Honor Society President, Tareem Rizvi.
Good morning to members of the Board of Education, faculty and staff, friends and family, and most importantly, to the class of 2025. As I stand here today, I reflect on the countless memories over the past 4 years that have forever altered my perspective. I think of my dear cousin Sarma, who passed just a week before the start of his senior year, understanding the importance of cherishing the simplest moments that ultimately shape our identities. Whether it be intense debates in committee rooms, staring blank-minded and getting severely humbled during a geometry test, or engaging in battle during gym in the ultimate badminton match, I have learned to appreciate these moments that help me find myself. But, like many of my peers, my ability to truly embrace these moments of growth started well before high school. It began with the encouragement of my family. As a child of 2 immigrants, unfamiliarity has strangely become the norm, a comforting yet ambiguous weight to feel. But one of the most unexpected was at a store aisle at age 4. While running errands with my mom, I came across a Mickey Mouse workbook on numbers and addition. What began as a passing curiosity turned into a daily ritual. I tore through each page, not for a grade or a sticker, but because I loved it. and because I loved seeing my mother smile at the thought of her daughter pursuing the education she traveled across the world for. I didn't know it then, but that moment sparked something lasting, a hunger to learn. That hunger would later fuel my Model UN victories, chaotic Wingstop runs in a cramped car during lunch breaks, and moments in class where teachers served not just knowledge, but wisdom. For the past 4 years, I have had the privilege to form connections with peers that have had their own extraordinary backstories and have used that to uncover their inherent excellence. Together, we have stayed up cramming lengthy labs, debated on if there are more wheels or doors in the world, and pushed each other to do more, not just for ourselves, but for our community. I still remember discussing the importance of the necessary and proper clause of our Constitution in AP Gov, completely changing how I saw justice. My peers' continued excellence reminded me that learning isn't just individual, it's collective. Though there is uncertainty in what the next 4 years will unfold, what I am certain of is every student's ability to harness their passion and pave their own story for future generations to tell. Though it's cliche, let us embrace the unknown and take paths that may ultimately reveal our greatest secrets to ourselves. From the infamous "we're virtually out of here" to leaving high school with family and friends present, let us remind ourselves that anything is possible, whether it be good or bad, and that for the next 4 years, change is not just inevitable, it's powerful. My advice to you, the class of 2025, is to use your voice, even when it's uncomfortable, even if you're severely outnumbered. Use your voice to empower those who don't have the liberties we do. Whether it be discussing ongoing genocides in the Middle East or Palestine, bringing to light the Sudanese people going through the world's largest humanitarian crisis, use your voice to empower them. And more importantly, in this day and age in which our democracy is being threatened, use your voice to protect the immigrants. Protect the immigrants that have culminated the culture we all indulge in on a daily basis, as their citizenship is being put into question unconstitutionally. Embrace change. Chase the things that make you curious. And above all, remember that your story, your excellence, is entirely your own to write. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to call up our salutatorian, Dia Patel.
Good morning, everyone. Board of Education members, family, friends, teachers, neighbors, and our very own class of 2025. But first, take a moment and breathe. We're here, one of the most important days, a day propelling us into this new chaotic stage of our lives. Quite ironically, though, I find myself in the past, to when my parents first set foot in America, into an unknown land with no maps but hope, no promises but just the good old American dream, to when my grandma's tears hit the muddy Indian soil when barefoot pursuing higher education, and to the first day of high school when I thought the history hallway was on the second floor. Why the past, though? One, because we've all come a long way, and because, quite frankly, it's scary to think about the future. Because amongst a sea of familiarity, I breathe in the different flavors, laughs, and voices that I've grown fond of. Simply put, the present is intoxicating. But the spotlight is on, the pressure is constant, and the audience is imploring. So what do we make of this? I've been asking myself this question for months, scratching at it like a never-ending itch. But as cliche as it sounds, the answer has truly been around all this time. It's in Mr. Dennis's daily reminders that everybody loves everyone, and in the way we slowly started believing it. It's in those Taco Bell lunch runs that tasted like victory, and Four Square games that reminded us we were still kids. In those scorching summer runs and spontaneous 7-Eleven celebrations, and even at home, infused with rich aromas of spices as our door will lay open for anyone to join. These moments, both ridiculous and profound, are more than just memories. They pass around us, yet they linger. They're proof that what we built here was never just about the grades or achievements, it was about creating connections, a story. So I look around at the people who taught me what it takes to carve out a story. Lord Krishna, my ba, dada, mom, dad, family, teachers, coaches, and friends. Thank you. I'm here because of all of them. In those micro moments of happiness and the challenges we face, the way we approach life head first together tells me to keep going, to never look back and never stop. So here I stand, preparing to start my next journey at Harvard. And with anticipation, I look at you, my fellow classmates, some for the last 4 years, some for almost a decade. We're all meant for different paths, different directions, and honestly, don't know where life will take us. What I do know is that we're all standing here right now, living in the moment, ready to start afresh, ready to build our own story, one page at a time. So don't be scared, be curious of new friends, new dining hall food, new role models, new things, just like we've always been. And with that, class of 2025, the most important advice I could give you is this. As Gwen Stacy once said, what makes life valuable is that it doesn't last forever. What makes it precious is that it ends. And I say today of all days to remind us that time is luck. So don't waste it living someone else's life. Make yours count for something. Fight for what matters to you, no matter what. Because even if you fall short, what better way is there to live? So, how do you want to end your story? Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
At this time, I would like to call to the podium Adi Shah, valedictorian class of 2025.
Good afternoon, board members, teachers, parents, and fellow graduates. First off, I want to start this speech by expressing my gratitude to my parents, teachers, and lifelong friends that allowed me to be in this position today. Without your support, I would not be standing in front of you today. With that, I want to give a special shout out to all the parents here today. Although supporting us hasn't always been easy, we promise you, your efforts don't go unnoticed. Whether it be driving us to sports games every week or buying supplies for us for a last-minute project, you have always been there for us in our time of need. To my fellow graduates, we've done it. Who knew 4 years could go by this quickly? It only seemed like yesterday that we came into high school in the middle of a pandemic, not knowing what to expect. Since then, we've changed a lot. However, I want you all to notice something. All of these things only happened when we took risks. High school was full of them. Whether it was speaking up in class, trying out for the team, auditioning for the play, or meeting new people, each of those small decisions took courage. They weren't always easy. Sometimes we found ourselves stuck in a bind, trapped between fear and action. Other times, life felt like a split path, pulling us in every direction, unsure of which way to go. There were even moments that felt cold and isolating, like an emotional icebox, where all you could do is stand there frozen. However, every risk we took taught us something about who we are and who we want to become. If we hadn't taken those risks, we wouldn't have met lifelong friends, we wouldn't have created our personal havens, and we wouldn't be in the position we are today. I guess my point is that sometimes the biggest risk in life is not taking any risk at all. Stepping into the future, some of us have a plan, some of us don't. What matters is that we don't let fear keep us from trying. Because the truth is, the most meaningful things in life, the dreams we chase, the people we meet, the person we become, all start with a risk. So take the leap. Try the thing you're not sure you'll succeed at. Apply for the job that scares you. Let the unknown excite you instead of holding you back. Odds are, you'll end up just fine. Class of 2025. The world doesn't need perfection. It needs people bold enough to risk becoming their best selves. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to call forward our final student speaker, Senior Class President, Maria Fuschetti.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to send a warm welcome to our esteemed faculty, proud parents, honored guests, and of course, my fellow graduates. My name is Maria Fuschetti, and I am beyond honored to stand here today in front of you as the class of 2025 senior class president. I would like to keep this speech short because I know how close we are to the moment we've all been waiting for. The moment we moved our tassels to signify the transition to the next phase of our lives. It is a privilege to speak on behalf of such a profound group of students who have grown so much through the past 4 years. Together, we have faced many challenges that have tested our resilience, celebrated tremendous milestones and victories, and have built relationships that will last a lifetime. Even through the obstacles that life threw at us, we adapted, we grew, and we prevailed. I would like to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who has supported us in reaching this milestone. Personally speaking, I know that I would not be the person I am today, or even going to nursing school if it hadn't been for the unwavering support of my parents, siblings, teachers, and my best friends who are currently sitting behind me waiting for our next chapter to begin. And to my fellow graduates, as we move forward, I think it is important for us to remember that the end of high school is just the beginning of a lifelong journey of learning and growth. We are taking the next steps into a world that needs our hard work, creativity, and compassion. We have the opportunity and the power to make a difference, to shape the future. Class of 2025, I have no doubt that we can and we will build a world of innovation, kindness, and possibility. Congratulations, and here's to the journey that lies ahead. Thank you. As the South Plainfield High School class president, I would like to present to you the class of 2025.
Thank you. Dr. Tanzi, having fulfilled the requirements of the South Plainfield Board of Education and the great state of New Jersey, it is my privilege to recommend and present to you the South Plainfield High School class of 2025.
As the superintendent of the South Plainfield School District, I certify that the members of the class of 2025 assembled here have completed and satisfied the graduation requirements set forth by the New Jersey Department of Education. It is with great pleasure that I present to you, Mr. Cassio, the South Plainfield High School class of 2025.
Members of the South Plainfield High School graduating class in 2025. You have successfully completed all the requirements for graduation based upon the approval of all the faculty and administration and the authority invested in me by the State Board of Education. I confirm upon you your high school diploma with all the honors, privileges, responsibilities as pertaining thereto.
Thank you, Dr. Tansey and Mr. Cassio. It is now my honor and privilege to announce to you officially the students of the class of 2025. Graduates, please rise and make your way to the podium. Catherine Pfeiffer. Kareem Rizvi. Dia Patel. Adi Rilesh Shah. Maria Alexandra Fischetti.
David Lucas Abalo. Rue Danielle Burgos Abuel. James Arthur Adams. Akwesi Oye Ose Akuya. Stefanis Aya Arma. Elizabeth Lily Ali. Isabel Annie Ali. Alexis Altamirano. Eva Grace Altamirano. Kyle Joshua Alvarez. Christopher Isaac Amaryllis Salazar. John Anthony Amaya. Liam A. Andrew. Franklin Joshua Arevalo Carvalho. Nathaniel Arias. Ashane Monique Austin. Devin Stephen Auer. Emily Christina Batch. Odalis Daniela Valareso Chavez. Ryan Jack Ballard. Ashok Navash Balkaran. Samuel Joseph Ballinger. Diana Valentine Michelle Baptista. Rocky Barbara. Catherine L. Bozil. Humberto Begoya Suelo. Sephora Nor Beg. Jack Benjamin Bentivento. Giovanna Marie Bentivento. Jacob Timothy Billion. Riley David Billion. Stasia Renee Brown. Evan Nicholas Brown. Amberly Lorna Bustos. David Joseph Patrico. Ava Rose Cabrera. Christian Angel Callejas. Lisa Lee Camillo. Estefani Kanui Chun. Vivian Sherry Capazzi. Damien Gaetano Capra. Jeremy Brian Karingi Salazar. Christopher Anthony Cardinelli Murata. Harriet Estella Cardona. Michael Anthony Carney. Christopher Gabriel Cardio Fonseca. Derek Asel Herrera Mariquin. Kevin Andrew Casaligi. Mia Francesca Castagna. Michael Timothy Castagna. Ariel Corinne Catalanotti. Lucy Elizabeth Chaprack. Ava Bryn Chapman. Natalia Isabel Choka. Aries Jolie Chi. Darren Chang. Kai Mariel Coe. Kayla Shona Cobb. Daniel Correa. Sabrina Layla Correa. Ilker Alexander Crespo. Tyson Cruda. Tatiana Carolina De Andreas Mendiola. Jaden Devin Darling. Nicholas
Dixon Hammond. Daniel David Dowker. Sean William Downey. Samantha Ann Droge. Darley Duran. Justin Raphael Duran Almanza. Gabriel Alejandro Enriquez. Rodrigo Emmanuel Enriquez. JC Enriquez. Liani Tadeja Iorio Wilson. Jefferson Alberto Escalante. Jaden Alexis Estremera. Mia Eugene. Taylor Nicole Evans. Abdallah Muhammad Yasser Fahmy. Matthew Joseph Falcone. Janice Kiara Flowers. Luke Christopher Franchuk. Daniel Lee Folman. Lorenzo Edward Foscoletti. Joseph Alexander Garcia. Avery Madison Green. Harrison Guzman. Jasmine Janice Guzman. Samuel Hodges. Alexis Elizabeth Hansel. Jada Alexa Harris. Mohammed Hashim. Thomas Haskell. Jordan Hauser. Jason Paul Heller.
Jolene Alana Fernandez. Abigail Fernandez. Eduardo Hernandez Bedoya. Emma Catherine Pope. Nicholas Aaron Izeri. Tina Jis Prasad. Kylie Nicole Jennings. Marianne Jasmine Jimenez. Angel Janae Johnson. Skylar Nicole Johnson. Jack Edward Jones. Jordan Isaiah Jones. Lamont. Isabella Leon Tamara. Emily Damaris Lopez. Julian Lopez. Gabriel Adventure Lotana. Matthew Lewiso. Michael Angelo Lugo. Isaac David Martinez. Madison Anna Maria Matus. Giovanna Colleen Maggiore. Willow Macaulay. Lynn McKnight. Jefferson Luis Majorano. Haley Majias. Tiffany Michelle Melgar. Jamie Medahilgo. Jocelyn Alama Miller. Valerie Molesky. Joseph Bon Jovi. Luis Montesousa. Raven Liv Moore. Gerardo Anthony Mora Curoso. Aiden Alberto Morales. Bestie Morales. Evan Alexander Moreno. Adriano Ilan Moreno Lerta. Jonathan Monroe. Ryan Stephen Narraton Lopez. Kyle Nugent.
Stephen Nugent. Michaela Gijamayadi. Noel. Christian Martino. Connor John O'Rourke. Amber Rose Olsen. Venus Jessica Anoha. Logan Orcutt. Brian Daniel Ortiz Samoya. Heather Jesnia Oyola. Jennifer Estefani Pablo. Angel Matthew Pagan. Ray Lynn Pascal. Jia Jagat Patel. Ria H. Patel. Rudra A. Patel. Xavier Elijah Pasmino. Kyle Thomas Pear. Aishwarya Pedapati. Kevin Anthony Penny. Joseph Perales. Alexa Diamantina Pereira. Anna Julia Scabillo Pereira. Anthony Jose Perez. Anjali Jaya Perswad. Jaziel Pineda. Brian Christopher Cairo. Joseph Anthony Pope Jr. Jasmine Elizabeth Portillo. Caitlin Elizabeth Power. Gabriela Pozzolanti. Natalia Quintia Guerra. Flor Estefania Credos Franco. Labiba Binte Rafi. Jaden Raj Ramro. Amaya Rose Ransom. Cameron Myrtle Rasmussen. Pujita Nityanathan Reddy. Bryn Rose Riley. Layla Mariah Reyes. Ryan Thomas Risk. Alex Rodriguez. Marco Sid Rodriguez. Jose Manuel Rodriguez. William Wolf Rogers. Isabella Grace Rogas. Jaden Sanel Rowland. Ryan Rosenkrantz. Bella Zakir Lewis. Marcus Alexander Stafford. Adara Isabella Salinas. Brooke Angela Santora. Annie Daniela Sari Guillon. Amani Sassi. Riaz Amar Sayedi. Anastasia Lee Scudado. Sarah Sencion. Ethan Surai. Lacey Sikora.
Soda. Isabella Teresa Spadavecchio.
Christopher Tate. Braden William Tinkowitz. Mohammed Tariq. Ashna Takar. Octavia Marie Thompson. Brandon Juan Toronto. Anthony Salvatore Tomei. Emmanuel Antonio Torres. Amanda Marie Townley. Erin Barbara Townley. Vincent Van Tran. Emily Morgan Chubb. Daniel Joseph Twist. Savannah Annabella Valdeiglesias. Erin Nicole Valdez. Alexander B.A. Ramirez. Giselle Guadalupe Valle Ramirez. Ruth Ann Varghese. Christopher Vantris Boltran. Zachary Scott Boltran. Christopher Mateo Boaz Lorenzi. Jacqueline Anae Valise Ruiz. Vincenzo Rocco Venatucci. Vincent Van Vo. Shamar Hakeem Walker. David Terrell Wallace Jr. Christopher Walters Jr. Oscar Barnes. Gianna Marie Watkins. Charles James Weaver. Nevaeh Whitening. Madison Maria Whitenesky. Aaliyah Rosemont Williams. Molly Janet Wilson. Christopher Lee Wong. Adam Muhammad Zaran. Ariana Marina Zamudio. Melina Zoes. Gabriella Zaviazinski. Ray Guerra Jr.
Just going to call up the last five students, excuse me, the first five students again. Starting with Catherine. You're going to walk back.
everyone as the light shines down upon us. Everyone here in attendance, for the last time, I present to you the graduates of the South Plainfield High School class of 2025. Pick up their official diplomas in front of the visitor bleachers in the back of the field. All diplomas can be picked up at the tables in front of the visitor bleachers in the back of the field. Again, thank you again. Everyone have a safe summer. See you in September.